Hey guys, welcome back to the Goblin channel. Today you have a video of both me and Veg, and we are doing a live reaction to the new Spiritforged
Riftbound Set 2.
Set 2. I haven't watched it yet, Veg has.
Oh, and it's good.
And apparently it's very good. I don't actually know what to expect. I'm also, full disclosure, not a huge League of Legends fan, I just enjoy the card game.
Whilst I'm a raving League of Legends fan.
Yes. Also, as you can probably tell, Ben is probably a bit blurry right now. I don't know how I really should fix that. Oh, I should the camera. I can video on tracking.
Ah, we're fine.
There we go. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get started and see where we get with this video.
I think you're going to like a lot of cards in there.
Yeah?
A lot. Well, I mean, to be fair, they barely showed any.
Okay.
But it's very good.
And I'm holding both battlefields.
So realistically here, nothing key is being shown.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, if you really want to get nitty into it, you can see a few new cards as they're playing.
Against my Azir.
That's one of the new legends. That
Emperor's
better Victor.
Descent. So you're sent out. Go back. You don't really. Emperor's Descent. Your Sand soldiers have Weapon Master.
Now that's a new mechanic, which they're going to dive into. But Weapon Master basically means they're releasing these gears, which are also equipment, and Weapon Masters can have these equipped to them.
Actually, currently with how Victor works, he is a better Victor because he play all the kill spells and counter spell.
Yes, that's also very true. And pay one, tap one, play a 2 might Sand Soldier token. So that's already a might higher.
1 might soldier.
Yeah.
That is just outright better.
But you can only use them if you play an equipment this turn. So basically, what's it called? So you can...
Okay, so it's a prerequisite. So I have to play an equipment for him to do a thing. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see what else difficult.
I attack with
So,
Draven.
who's this?
So that's Draven. So Draven basically reads, when I win a combat, play a gold gear token exhausted, i.e. that's like treasure boxes in Magic.
Yes.
So it gives you a recyclable mana. So basically, you know how in Kaiser, how you have to constantly put one back to resolve it if you've already burnt your legend. This guy just goes, I'm going to produce all these tokens to use as return mana costs.
Okay.
Or return rune costs. And then when he attacks or defends, you may return a exhausted rune, and if you do, give him +2 might this turn. That's also not once.
Okay. Let's watch the video. Let's watch the whole video, because I imagine you're going to show me lots of things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then we can go through some of them. I'm pressing the wrong button.
I attack with Draven.
Puny.
Pay 1 power and
You
give him +2.
Ooh, scary. Not.
That's not all. I pay 1 and play Blood Rush and give Draven +2. I pay 1, play Blood Rush and give Draven +2.
You don't have to repeat yourself. I heard you the first time.
I'm using our new repeat mechanic.
Well, it's still not enough to conquer.
New mechanics,
With my
baby!
runes,
So and
I'm going
that
to
seems pretty
support
broken there
Draven
to get basically 2 mechanics.
Wait
with
for
the
it.
long sword.
Bingo.
Quick draw, so... Well, we'll go back to it, but I'm assuming that's part of the new equipment.
With my
Yeah,
12 might
okay.
to your 10, I will
Gear
counter this
equipment,
battlefield and wipe
which
your Sand
some of
soldiers
them
off the
have
board.
Whoa, not
reaction
so fast.
action in their word
I
text.
wonder what this thing
Okay.
does.
Oh, yeah.
I'll grant this.
So here we go,
try.
Starrick's Gauge,
Starrick's
green,
Gauge
sorry,
to the
green
one and
equipment.
only Emperor of the Sands, Azir.
So I'm assuming
That gives him
equipment
3 additional mites.
functionally
Not follow the map,
are
which you must
similar to
witness,
gears.
which gives me 13
Yes, apart
total
from they
might, one more
have,
than yours. Your
if they
attack
have
is
quick
defeated.
draw,
No.
they can be used in showdowns.
I
Can you
guess
equip
there's
them
only
to
one
characters?
move left. I
Yes.
invoke
Okay,
rule
so units, I
650.
mean.
Yes. So at the bottom of each equipment, it'll have plus X might.
Okay, and that's a new rule?
No, this one's just them just saying, yeah, I can see.
Oh, okay, sure.
Close game. Hi everyone, Changren and Dave from the Riftbound team here. We hope you've been having a blast with the Origin set.
We've been
Now,
seeing a
I have been
ton of
having a
crafting
blast,
starting
guys,
from the
with
card
Origins.
reveals, and the team is super energized
See?
by the excitement that you, Riftbounders, have shown for our game.
As we continue our Riftbound journey, we wanted to introduce everyone to our second set, Spiritforged. In Spiritforged, weapons
So
aren't
there's
just
already some
tools,
spoilers
they're
of
extensions
characters
So
of your
these,
mind and soul.
what
The
wasn't
forged
that
aspect
artwork
is
already
the steel
shown?
you
Did we not already know
wield.
that?
Spirit
Yes, we knew
represents
that.
the Ionia Spirit Blossom, which has
But then
lifted
everything
the
they're
veil
about to
between
show
the
is
mortal and
mental.
spirit realms and made its way home in some of the champions and art. for
So,
our set.
Are we
Spiritforged
seeing
takes
a
origins
lot of
and
the
builds
next set? Or are
upon
they
them
just
in
showing
every
some?
way, with
Some of the
more
next
ways
set,
to each domain. 12
as
new
well as
legends,
there's some
11
cards
that lets you
which we can
enhance your
discuss
units in
after
new
the
ways,
fact,
and a
which
new gear
also
totem type, gold,
they don't show in
which
here,
provides a new
but
path
have
to
been,
power. You won't believe some of the cool
which
stuff
is
we have
basically
coming
the
your way.
4 guys that are in
Mention
the
12
cover art.
incredible
Okay.
Spirit Blossom overnumbered cards, like these.
Dave and Chengren aren't allowed to
Right.
show you these cards yet.
Huh.
So basically, this was just them
Alright.
announcing that
Well, here's
signature
something we
cards
can
are
tell you
coming
about
back.
equipment.
Yes, yeah.
Take a look
I
at
don't think that's
Trinity
one thing
Force,
that's ever going to be going
equipable
away.
for the low cost
Now
of
this
a
card
single
is pretty
power.
good.
It
So
grants
Trinity
your unit
Force.
+2 might, and also
So
gives
attached just to a unit you control. So is that just give it +2?
Now, read the bottom text of it. When I hold here, score a point. So you hold, you gain a point.
You get additional point.
Mm-hmm. They're making games a lot quicker. A lot
The
quicker.
game's already felt somewhat quick anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I feel about it being too quick.
And with it being orange, this just means Yi and Volibear, as well as MF, become a lot scarier. But the thing is, they've kind of balanced the card with it being 4 cost.
Yeah, but you can get 4 to 4 cost on turn 2.
Yeah, but then also, like, if it's playing into decks like Kaiser, right? You've got, say if you equip it to like a 4-might guy, he becomes 6 might. Some decks are main in Singularity, some aren't. And plus when you've got Falling Star, you can just go 3/3.
I can see equipment having quite a big play on decks and changing how even current champions work. I will be interested to see how, if making the game quicker makes it more negative, like a negative change. So let's carry on.
additional victory points.
Here's
when
one
you
worry
go
I've
battlefield
got,
with
but
it equipped.
To be
Tons
fair,
of
the
damage.
game is still very
Actually,
fresh.
it's just +2
and
might and a victory point.
I think
moving
us,
on. We've
like
also
most
got
people,
equipment
either
that's a
watching
little
this
tricky
or
to
like
play,
in our
like
local
Guardian
store,
Angel, a card that prevents its unit
they
from
love it.
buying one.
Guardian Angel is a
But
good one.
equipment
So
is
that's a
only as
fun
good as the unit.
Yeah.
So, Guardian Angel. If I would die, kill Guardian Angel instead, heal me, exhaust me, and recall me.
So basically, with that,
So it kills that. So it kills the Guardian Angel, and then you heal the unit.
you heal the unit, exhaust it,
Mhm.
and then recall it back to your base. Or hand. I
I can
believe
see that being quite good, and especially with the new.
with it in green, with the
Yeah.
Azir cards.
I could see that being quite good. Yeah.
I think it's like good, just like if we're going off of just base Yasuo,
Yes.
no, I think that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Like it gives Yasuo a bit of a buff.
I was interested to see how they would.
Support older decks.
Yes.
This
Take a
guy is
look at
very
Lucian
interesting.
Merciless. He can conquer again if he wins the
First
fight.
time he conquers,
and
he's
with the
ready,
right
and then
equipment
he's
in his
weapon
hands,
master.
He definitely will.
Very good.
Mastery of equipment is definitely strong.
After
but
I
prefer
suppose I'll
speed.
find out in a
Quick
second.
draw is our other new
After they showed
keyword.
any
With
new
quick draw,
champions
you can play
that can
equipment
go
from
with
your hand
old
onto a unit
champions that
as
have
a
already been in the
reaction.
game.
Yes.
Like on this
So
one.
Lucian being one of them.
Okay.
Quick draw makes it.
And the reason I say Lucian being one of them is
Chain?
because when
Is
he
that one of our
conquers, he
new
readies
weapons?
himself. It works with the MF deck
Gotcha.
where she gives like
Chain
stuff
is the
ganking.
sequence where
So you can go
players respond
conquer
to
here,
each other
go over here,
with
conquer here,
activated
ready me again,
abilities
put me
or
back.
reactions
And I'm gonna do it again.
until both are done.
Well, not
It
obviously
is
in the same
not
turn,
a
but on a
physical
different turn.
thing,
He's ready.
Dave.
Who is saying that?
We actually don't know.
There is something I do know all about.
And there
Our
we
new
go.
champion legend.
Isn't this the guy
Sivir
you're really
and
excited
Renata
for?
Classic.
Sivir, not
These
so
two
much.
champions
Renata
are all
Glass,
about
on the other
gold.
hand.
They
Okay.
create it,
Yes.
And you get to spend it.
Okay, so we're
Spending
now
gold gets you a
just
power resource of
getting
any domain, letting
treasure
you play more
tokens.
powerful
So,
cards.
One of my
interesting.
favorite
I mean, it
new
works
champions
magic.
is
Other
Draven,
games do it.
Vanquisher,
Mm.
who
Draven
generates
seems
gold
cool.
when he conquers. Time to cash
The fact
in
when he
all
wins a
that
combat,
adoration.
he
One of
gains.
my favorite
Sorry, he
champions
gives
is
you
Draven,
just 3 mana
Vanquisher,
for winning a
who
combat.
generates gold when
Is
he
nice.
conquers. Time to cash in
It
on
gives
all that
like
adoration.
Jinx a bit more tempo.
Dave, you okay?
Yes, yeah.
Why are you repeating me?
Sorry, I was just excited for the final mechanic reveal.
And this.
With repeat,
So
you
this
can
is
play a
something you
spell
kind of need
twice
to
if
read
you
a
can pay
bit
its
now.
cost.
So repeat 2. You may pay the
additional
additional
cost to
cost.
repeat it. Give a unit +2 this turn.
So you pay
So
4,
it's
you give
a
it +4.
Does green? I'm not very familiar with green. I haven't really played it. Does green have a lot of?
Big guys?
No, but does it have a lot of plus might cards in it?
Yes. So you've got green, which is into 3 decks that I can think off the top of my head, is Yasuo, which isn't really played. Ari, which, you know what, not too bad of a deck.
Yeah.
But then Master Yi is a big one, with it being orange-green. You've got orange unit cards, orange color cards giving stuff like +7, +2, buff here, buff there.
Yeah.
And then you've got green cards already being announced where it's just like, oh, Pay 4, buff me by 4. As a reaction as well. So,
Okay.
it was, to me, that card alone is just a
Spells
buff
like
to the
Feral
deck.
Strike, they're good, but if you have the runes, we
Okay.
don't have to settle for good. We can have great.
So repeat is
All
just a new
this talk
mechanic.
about repeat
Yeah.
So
is
gears and
making me
repeat
think
is a
that
new
our
mechanic.
last game
Gears and
was
repeat are the new mechanics. Weapon Master is the new
Wait,
key term.
What do you mean?
Okay.
And now they just go back to the start of the video.
Chengren, it's 6-4, and I'm holding both battlefields.
So I have to conquer both and hold on to them to win the game.
That's right. It's impossible.
Okay.
Wait,
So interesting video. I am a little bit so interesting on how what they've shown. I'm a little concerned that well, I'm not concerned. Concerned is a strong word. I am curious to see how speeding up the game hinders the health of the game. Only because, as we've seen with other games, like for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of how fast that game is now, it is in a lot of ways no longer playable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And if a deck is just quicker than an older deck, it makes all the older characters, all the older cards become irrelevant.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know power creep is a thing.
Mhm.
My concern is that we're potentially seeing
Power creep too early.
power creep already.
So,
And the game already came out the gates very strong. And for example, Kaiser is a bit of a problem deck.
yeah.
Not, yes, as somebody who doesn't play Kaiser, Kaiser is a very difficult matchup, and it wins
Most.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
I will be interested to see how this affects things like that. So, for example, if we come back to the Trinity Force,
Mhm.
I understand that it's played in Orange, and I know Orange tends to lean towards
A bit of a
bigger,
slower grind.
slower grinds. So I can see how this would be useful for things like Folibur. But my concern is that they would show a character who is one quick
Mm.
and can then also utilize this. So, for example, who else is Orange?
Yi. MF.
MF.
is probably the quickest out of the 3 decks. I mean, Yi is arguably the better one. But MF is probably the quickest out of the 3 of them.
Yeah, but also I suppose you kind of have to draw into this. I suppose gears become a problem if, for example,
If
we
you
are all of a
start
sudden,
searching.
if you can search for a gear. Yeah.
Mm.
I also understand that 4 costs in a lot of ways is quite difficult to get to.
Mm.
Well, it's not difficult to get to. You can get 2 on turn 2 most of the time if you're not recycling. And in reality, it is a bit... You do recycle one.
Yeah. You have to recycle to attach it, which is kind of like the hinder of Trinity Force.
Yes.
But when you look at, where are we? Guardian Angel. Obviously, you have to recycle to equip the card to the unit. Guardian Angel, with it just being so low
cost
cost, and then you just get to keep your unit for a second time around.
So
It's just...
what's the... You've got a green power, right? So let's say
Yeah.
green power is the card we're using in this scenario.
Which is Defender of the 4 powers. It is, yeah.
Yeah, so the 2... So by turn 4... turn 2, you can have a free Mike Paro who has the ability to heal itself and not die.
Yeah. And then also gets its buff from being a defender.
Also, exhaust unit, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If for example, you throw a unit into a battlefield,
And it
again,
had this.
and it didn't
just defends
and it
twice.
didn't have the exhaust, but it's exhausting naturally by going into the battlefield. But if you're playing, for example, Yasuo, he doesn't need to exhaust the unit to move it.
Yeah.
So, for example, with Yasuo, you could go tap, move, and then if it died, then if it healed and then moved it back without exhausting, I could see that being a problem.
Yeah.
But it's not doing that.
So the one thing that I've got a bit of an issue is it's not even with like the longsword. So longsword is probably like.
So what does quick draw do? This is a free action. When you play it, attach it to a unit you control. Okay, so that is interesting.
So it's basically
it's an instant, basically.
Yeah. So with like Magic turns, it's an instant. Yu-Gi-Oh turns, it's spell speed 2, and it's just basically give 2 might to a guy.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Efforts to create the longer sword quickly when it's...
It's just flame text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it just gives +2 to things for 2, recycle 1.
Now the one.
Do you have to pay the... So it says in reaction you play it and attach it to a unit you control. do you have to pay the equipment attached cost for that? I'm assuming not.
I don't think so. If you're
'Cause-
playing it as quick draw, because you're paying the initial costs.
Yeah, because I'm reading that as if you don't.
Mm.
So there is an instant drawback to not paying it as a reaction.
Yeah. And then I feel like probably... So out of this, obviously, like, you don't see... If we go back to here...
Bear with me.
If we go back to here, obviously, so we already know Aurelia's a champion. We know that's one. That card has been leaked. And then we don't know anything about an Ezreal card yet, or a Fiora card. And we've had the Lucian card just now,
Yes.
which is the Weapon Master Lucian, which is ridiculous.
And then obviously they showed our
Starrett's
gauge. So that also has crit draw.
Yeah. +3.
And it's
is
just +3.
crazy.
But it's a 3 with a 2 recycle.
Yeah. So out of all of them, probably Starrett's is the least playable, just because for me personally, it's too high of a cost to chuck into a unit, which is probably already starting small.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm going to be honest, I'm instantly drawn to Empress the Sands.
oh yeah, I want to play
Azir.
I want
Partially because I just like token decks.
Mm.
And he is reading him at least, and currently having a vague idea of what green does in terms of its colours. I could see it being a slightly stronger, definitely on paper maybe a stronger Victor, but the fact that it does require you to use equipment. So, for example, if you don't draw into your equipment, you can't just create the token. The thing that Victor does so well is that you, even turn 1, you've got something you can do, even if you don't draw into anything.
This is like where I'm kind of thinking that this set, because it's like if you look down here, so it's a 221 card set. So they're already pumping a lot of new into this, which is a bit crazy because, like, especially when you're producing tokens with Weapon Master, so genuinely I think the set is going to be more equipment led.
Yeah, and the question to me is, obviously they haven't shown one yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an equipment that on entry creates a unit.
That would be crazy, to be fair,
because that would play into this. And he looks like he got a weapon here, so...
Yeah, so that's his staff.
Let's assume, speculation, we get an equipment that goes, just because it's going to create a unit, I'm not going to say it's quick draw, because that would be broken. Bring me in, and create a unit and attach me to it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Or
kind of like a revival equipment, you know? So, like, it kind of, like, helps with, like, what's it called? So, like, obviously you've got Guardian Angel. Like, we know that's an equipment, but as in an equipment where it's play, revive one guy back, and equip me to it. Yeah.
Repeat's interesting.
I think repeat is probably the most underwhelming.
It depends, though, because it depends what it's attached to. Because if the repeat cost is just a +2 on everything, right? Let's say the repeat cost doesn't change. I don't know if they showed that for it in the video or mentioned it. But let's assume that the repeat cost is always a +2.
Right.
Oh
no, so repeat cost is basically, it's not even that. So repeat 2. So basically repeat, so you pay the additional cost to repeat this spell's effect. So I'm assuming you just pay the cost of the spell. So say if it was to have a return.
No, because this itself is saying the repeat cost is 2.
You pay the
so you pay this and then you pay 2 again.
Oh, okay.
It would make sense that it would be the same casting, right? Because it probably is. But let's say all of a sudden we have an 8 cast, which goes, hey, win the game, and repeat me again, and it's just a 2.
Yeah.
They're gonna get quite broken, so it depends what they put that onto.
I mean,
like currently reading that's not crazy strong, right? It's a 2 for giving a unit +2, and then you can repeat it again to give another unit +2. I'm pretty certain in Victor, I have Victor right in front of me. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Victor has, actually, I don't play it here, I don't think. There is a yellow spell, which I think is +3 to 2 units and only costs 4.
Oh, the defense spell.
I think it only costs 4, it might cost a
So
bit
Will
more.
plays in his defender. So it's like back-to-back or something. It's cool.
Yes.
And it, gives +2 to 2 different units.
And then Draven's a big one, so when I win a combat...
This one genuinely scares me. So, like, just because...
Especially the fact that it's red. Kaiser is up. Let's say Kaiser goes into the next format. Still incredibly powerful. Oh, it can't be played in Kaiser.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah. So
that is an early... No, it can only be played as your chosen champion. So
this just makes me worry. So like obviously when he went 4 cost, you return nothing.
What is your guy?
Kaiser.
No, not Kaiser, but Darius. What's his bring out cost?
So his bring out cost is 5, return 1.
Okay, and he is already me on your second card.
If he's the second card, or a second card is played after him, or if you just play 2 cards.
So when I attack or defend, you may recycle 1. If you do, give me +2. So for a 4+, a 4 for a 4 might, there are cards in Kaiser that are...
So
isn't there things that are ready in Kaiser that can ready a unit on entry?
Give something accelerate. So in my list, I don't play anything like that. I believe it might be 1 or 2 things, but the thing that scares me the most about this is it has the same mana cost as Kaiser, same might as Kaiser. However, he's in a way better than the Kaiser. So obviously you can't draw 1.
The problem is, well, it's not a problem, but he creates. It depends. How does the gold token work? Can the gold token be used for recycle costs?
Yes.
Because if the gold token can be
because
used
it reduces rent.
So he's not at this when I attack, blah blah blah, this. As long as you pull it off, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And you are left with an extra gold.
Yeah, but so the gold's coming exhausted. So you don't have to worry about your opponent like spamming them during like your turn after the fact. But it's more the case of, so abilities that add resources can't be reacted to. This literally just, it's not like the Kaiser Legend where it says it can only be used for spells. That can be used for units.
Yes. Also, when I win a combat, so it's not even based on the fact of him either attacking or defending.
Or conquering.
But if I win a combat, so let's say you hold a place, if I throw like a token at you, if you win that, I'm instantly just giving you a free, in this case, a rune or gold to use on your turn.
Yep.
I can see him being good, very good. My concern is with him only being a rare in this case, it's epic or something for Riftbound. My concern is that if it rares potentially this good, then what are the other ones going to be like? But I say that when we've got things like Cast and Tailed Fox or whatever it's called, Darius.
Well, I generally just think this is going to become a mandatory like 2 or 3 of staple in Kaiser, just because
I could see it being a mandatory card in red.
Yeah, this guy is crazy. Riftbound set 2 is set for February, and I believe in that time
we will be doing a pre-release in store for it. We will also be hopefully getting plenty of product for it, so keep an eye out for that. And we will leave the video here, I believe, because we kind of covered everything. And
visit cardgoblin.shop.
Yes, for all your Card Goblin singles, and use code Goblin10 ! To get 10% off. Bye.
Bye-bye.